Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday with Cass and Lorain. Cass is here and I'm here, and as always, Cass starts us out with his pick of the week. What do you got?
All right, it's going to be a pretty good week this week. I'd say probably the best of the year so far. A lot of good stuff. First of all, I have this new La Dispute album, Panorama. La Dispute, very classic emo band, emo post-hardcore band from Michigan. It's their fourth studio album. Their last album, Rooms of the House, was excellent. I was very excited for this. And basically, La Dispute, they're not really changing up their sound too much. Still very passionate, angsty vocals from Jordan. And the instrumentals, a little jazzy sometimes, very post-hardcore influence, like Fugazi, 90s sort of stuff. But the lyrics of Jordan, as usual, very heart-wrenching, very heartbreaking about marriage, you know, the loss of like a loved one, divorce or something like that. Very, very heavy subject matters. And this is probably one of their best albums they've put out, I'd say. Like, I really like their first couple, but this one is like pretty much all their sounds, all perfected, you know? Yeah, it's not too over the top, you know, to the point where it's kind of like whiny. It's a mature album for them, I'd say. They were heading in a more mature direction with the last album. And I think they finally have perfected their sound. So this is definitely a landmark album in the emo genre right now. And it's probably going to be a big album for them. And yeah, like I said, very emotional stuff. I say if you're listening to it, read along to the lyrics. I think you'll definitely feel something listening to this. It's, let's see, it is 1995 on clear vinyl. We also have a black vinyl for 1995 as well. So come pick it up.
You want to show that
Cool
vinyl?
artwork. Yeah. I'll take that out real quick. There we go.
Nothing to see here. It's all right. It's clear. Clear isn't the best, but
Most
still something.
exciting,
It's
but-
kind of cool on your turntable if you've got like a nice slip mat underneath, and that'll be that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you my pick this week, which is the great Jenny Lewis. And this is on the line. It's on Warner Brothers. And this is the fourth studio album by Jenny Lewis. She, of course, of Rilo Kiley fame before, but she's much bigger than Rilo Kiley ever were. And probably quite rightly so. Anyway, this is great. This album has contributions from Beck, Ringo Starr, Ryan Adams, Don Was, Ben Montench, and Jim Keltner. And actually, the single, if everybody's been listening to Sirius XMU like we do, Red Bull and Hennessy, that single actually has Ringo Starr and Jim Keltner drumming at the same time.
No way.
Yes, it does. And Jim Keltner, of course, has been kind of around the Beatles always, but he was on John Lennon's Imagine album. That was kind of, you know, big deal. And of course, Ringo. So that's like a cool moment for Jenny to do that. So anyway, yeah, that's a great track. And the album is dedicated to Jenny's mother, who passed away in 2017. And her mother was a singer that met her father, who was actually a virtuoso harmonica player in Las Vegas, and that's where Jenny was born. So, but anyway, her mom really struggled with addiction over the years, and she finally passed in 2017. So a lot of the lyrics on this record are Jenny really coming to terms with that. And you know, it's pretty personal. I love her lyrics because they are so direct, you know what I mean? I think she's great. I've never had the pleasure of seeing Jenny Lewis. I really hope I do. Need to find a show. So anyway, on Ryan Adams, he produced part of this record, and it's a little bit of a pity for Jenny because for as far as it went with her, they're just co-workers. This just happened, the scandal surrounding him just happened to come up, and here she is trying to put out this new record, and the whole controversy kind of overshadows it. It's not really fair to her because it's got nothing to do with the making of this record. Now, of course, her story is of her music. Does she condone this behavior? Absolutely not. She didn't suffer from any of his unwanted advances, but you know, this is a reflection of her life and her work, and she doesn't really need to be being part of the dialogue of his crap, you know, in the middle of this. So I feel kind of bad for her in that way. But anyway, it's a great record, and yeah, what did we say? We're gonna go like this, just so y'all have. Hey! And anyway, so this is on limited edition blue vinyl. It comes with a poster and a sticker. It's $20.95, and there's also a cassette for $8.95. Okay? Yay, Jenny.
Nice.
All
Yeah,
right.
not so many people can say they've collaborated with a Beatle.
I know.
Blew me away. I didn't
And
realize.
she's, you know, she's younger. So, well, anyway, she's Great. I love Jenny.
It's
I
awesome.
know that you have other things that you're going to be ready to mouth off about, so why don't you get started?
All right, let's see. This is my next emo album. It is emo week for me, for sure. I almost picked this one.
Emo week
That's
for you.
very true. It's a little depressing, but it's the truth. This is American football, or Americ and football. I don't know why they always choose to format the thing like that just to mess with people. But anyway, this is our third studio album. Their very classic, seminal emo album came out in 1999. And then they broke up, I believe, and then they put out their reunion album a couple years ago, which was a very big flop for all the fans. A lot of people agreed not a very strong comeback. And I think with comeback albums, you know, with MBV and Slowdive, bands like that, you never really know what the fans are going to want. Like, do they want what you did originally? Do they want you to expand your sound, you know, do something new? And I think they didn't really know exactly what the fans wanted, so they kind of just rehashed old ideas, and the lyrics were not too strong on that album either. But luckily, they came back swinging with this one. It is super good. I'm pretty blown away by it, actually. I almost like it as much as their debut. And but it's not really like that debut. That debut was very, like I said, emo influenced. I mean, that was like a hallmark in the emo genre. And this has still got those vocals, you know, those very passionate, raw male vocals, but there's a lot more dream pop, shoegaze vibes in this one as well.
That's good.
As a matter of fact, Rachel from Slowdive is featured on a track on here, which is incredible. And Hayley Williams from Paramore, oddly enough, but that track is excellent too. So some great features, and the math rock influence is still very much apparent in their guitar playing. The drummer, I don't know the drummer's name, but he is very technical and he is very gifted. So if you missed American football, if you're disappointed by that last album and you didn't want to give him a chance here, you definitely should. This is a beautiful record, all around, very consistent. We have it on blue vinyl and black vinyl. Oddly enough, the black vinyl is like the deluxe edition on a double LP. And that one is $33.95. But the regular blue vinyl, $21.95. So come pick it up if you're feeling emo like I am all the time.
All the time.
Okay. Next. This came out last week, but it didn't come in, and I wanted to talk about it today. The Millenium Begin. This is a very old album. This came out in 1969 or 68 or something. That classic psychedelic LA scene, you know, zombies, or they're not from LA, but all those bands love zombies. And this was only, I think the main songwriter's name is Kurt Bottcher. Yeah, Kurt Bottcher. And he only put out this one album, but he did a lot of work with the Association. He wrote songs for them, and he was one of those industry kind of guys that wrote songs and produced. And a lot of people say if his life had been slightly different, he could have been like one of the next Brian Wilsons or something, just the way he produced and his very innovative ideas as far as like, you know, soundscapes. Like he would play with a lot of different, you know, instruments and orchestra, you know, orchestrations. And this album is still a pretty underrated album as far as psych pop goes, but it is definitely one of my favorites. Like I say, as far as late 60s psych pop goes, this, Odyssey and Oracle, and then Forever Changes by Love. It doesn't really get better than those three. But if you haven't heard this before, excellent, very great psych pop. Some very, like I said, interesting instrumentation, some flutes and stuff here and there. Great vocals. And yeah, Sundays reissued it finally. I think it's been 50 years. It's on white vinyl. It's like $24.95. So if you're hankering for some psych pop, this is definitely the way to go. It is very good. Also, you probably would recognize the first track on here because it was sampled on a modern day instrumental hip hop artist. Can't remember his name, but
That doesn't
you
help
probably
us.
would recognize it. So check it out. Pretty cool. And finally, this is something I'm very, very excited about. One of my favorite bands. I say that all the time.
You
but
definitely do.
You know what? They just are one of my. Oh, how about one of my favorite California bands?
Okay.
They're from San Jose. The legendary Duster has put out a box set of all their material, which is just in time because Duster just got back together after like 15 something years. A lot of reunions going on right now. You know, we got you know, Slowdive, My Bloody Valentine, a lot of bands just kind of like getting back together. So Lorain will be right back. But anyway, so this this is their full discography. It's got like their classic album Stratosphere. It's got their album After, what's it called? Contemporary Movement, and a couple EPs as well. So this is a pretty big deal if you're a fan of Duster. I don't know if I mentioned, they're from San Jose, so they're semi-local. And basically Duster's like an indie rock, space rock, slowcore they call it, band. Very, very chill, very relaxing music. They've kind of had a bit of a resurgence, like Slowdive in popularity, 20 years later. They kind of got super huge again. So it's just in time, if you're into this band or you want to discover them, this box set's perfect. It's got all their stuff, and it's only like, $44.95. It's a good deal, so check it out. Highly recommend it.
All right, that's black vinyl, yeah?
Yes, they're
okay.
all on black vinyl.
All right, so the extras I want to tell you about. This technically kind of came out last week, but this is the indie exclusive of Karen O and Danger Mouse. This is Lux Prima on BMG. It's the first release from Yeah Yeah Yeah's front woman Karen O and the legendary musician-producer Danger Mouse. Now, in addition to 4 albums with Yeah Yeah Yeahs and a solo album called Crush Songs, this Karen O's Grammy nominated. She's contributed to soundtracks Where the Wild Things Are and Her. She's nominated for an Oscar Grammy, winning artist. Danger Mouse's projects include Gnarls Barkley, Broken Bells, Danger Doom, as well as Adele, Gorillaz, ASAP Rocky, and much more. So this indie exclusive is on orange vinyl. It's $24.95. This is really a beautiful cover because it's like canvas under here. It's not like the slick cardboard, but anyway, super limited and also now deleted. So if you want this, you should really run and not walk because these are going.
Yeah,
and,
I think we only have 2 copies, so.
Is that all that's left? Because that's more than that came in. So okay, anyway, run. All right, next up, I got for you Iron and Wine. This is our Endless Numbered Days. This is on Sub Pop. This is the 15th anniversary of this acclaimed 2004 release, and it features 8 exclusive demos and 12-page booklet of liner notes. It was the second full-length album of Iron and Wine, but the first non-solo effort of Sam Beam under that name of Iron and Wine. So it was received widespread critical acclaim since its release. To date, it's sold over 556,000 copies, according to Sub Pop, and it's the loser edition here on opaque green vinyl, $23.95. So that's here for y'all as well.
A lot of copies. Not expecting
that is a lot. No, I mean, apparently it's supposed to be really, really great. So, okay. Now, here we have Sabater, Cows on Hourglass Pond. This is on Domino, and of course it's on Domino, so I gotta have it in my pocket. Cows on Hourglass Pond is the 3rd solo studio album from Sabater. He is, of course, the co-founder of Animal Collective. And it's kind of like psych folk. It's wistful and kind of breathless songs set to dreamy tropical guitar and muted lo-fi beats. It's bizarre and sometimes really unintelligible lyrics, but it only kind of serves to add to the personality of this record and how it's going. This is among Sabater's strongest work of the decade, whether alone or with Animal Collective. So it's on 180-gram heavyweight vinyl. It has a download card with it. It's $22.95, and it is awesome. Okay, there we go. So let's give you the rundown on just the other little bits here. Cass, I'm going to hand you the pile. Without, I know, if I can do it. I don't know why you got to make...
That one.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
We are ready. Let me see if I can follow along this time if you haven't done anything silly, like shuffling. All right, first up we got Angel Dust, pretty buff. This is $17.95. I think that one, does it come on colored vinyl?
It does not.
It does not, okay.
Great album though. I listened to it. It's kind of like a old school Green Day, Blink 182.
Yeah, right.
Happy pop punk, so.
Happy pop.
If you want to listen.
Punk rock
like
day
that.
camp.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be so mean all the time,
All right.
Be happy sometimes.
What would you know, emo kid?
Oh, that's true.
Sit down. Okay.
Loser.
All right, Bad Sons, Mystic Truth. This is $19.95. Is that what you got there? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, then we have Bill Evans we got Andrew Bird, My Finest Work Yet, according to him. Okay, I'll be the judge of that.
The name of the album?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
So it's on green vinyl. It's $22.95.
That's
so
bold. And then there's a quote of him saying it on the cover too.
Really?
Got
Okay.
a lot of confidence in it.
All right. Bill Evans at the Montreux Jazz Festival. This is 2 LPs, and that's $37.95. You better have some deep pockets for that, baby. Okay.
These.
All right, then we got The Faint, who we talked about last week, and this is Dance Macabre remastered. So this is like one of their albums, like I was telling you last week, that, you know, it's almost like just being pissed off for the sake of being pissed off. I don't even know if they are taking themselves seriously, but it's just fun, you know. It's almost like, go ahead and get mad, but keep on dancing, all right? And it's 1995. Okay, and now we got the Queen, Aretha Franklin. This is Amazing Grace. This is the complete recordings, 4 LPs for $89.95. Now, apparently, there's some info on this sticker here if you want to flip her around for just a moment here. It's complete recordings that produced Aretha's 1972 landmark gospel album and now major motion picture. So I guess they're making a movie. So awesome.
Nice.
We like that, right?
Hope it's not a biopic or anything.
Well, I'm sure it's
No
going to
more
be.
biopics.
No more. You put your foot down. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we got Guided by Voices, 1901, Acid Rock 7-inch. This is $10.95. Nice segue, Cass. Another Guided by Voices, Umlaut Over the Ozone 7-inch. Yes, $10.95. If you don't know what that umlaut is, it's that little accent mark, right?
I think so.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Now we got Francois Hardy, Person d'Autre. This is $23.95.
Good job on the pronunciation.
Thank you. Now we've got Abibio Sound Machine.
Yeah.
Docomine.
Testing, yeah.
This is on white vinyl. Comes with a digital download. It's $20.95.
Nice.
All right. And now we have Lamb Chop. This is What I Wanted to Tell You. It's on clear vinyl and it's $20.95.
Sick.
All right, Cam Lee, Massacred, $16.95. What's that all about? You were talking about that
I
this
think it's
morning.
like metal or something. Oh, I think it's the singer of a death metal band, but it's a girl, so there's a few girls in death metal.
Yes, there is.
This is her solo EP, so.
All right, sweet. All right, now we've got John Lennon and Yoko Ono, the wedding album deluxe box set. This is $34.95. I guess this is remastered, and it's there's no notes on the back of it. Again, there is something on the sticker if you want to flip that for me. It's the 50th anniversary of this reissue edition of John and Yoko's third experimental collaboration, originally released in 1968?
Yeah.
So remastered from original tapes, and anyway, it's here for you for that. That's third.
White vinyl too.
Yeah, white vinyl. Yeah, thank you. Okay, now we have Magic Circle, Departed Souls. This is $20.95.
Cool.
Okay. And we have Megadeth, Warheads on Foreheads. This is 4 LPs for $72.95. Okay.
The name is so bad.
I know, it kind of is. Oh, jeez. So what is it? Is it just 35 tracks for 35 years of Megadeth?
I guess it's just
So
the greatest.
kind of a greatest. Okay.
It's cool.
Warheads on Foreheads. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Now we've got like a ton of Meshuggah. If you guys, it's kind of like headquarters for Meshuggah now, right?
Yeah, I think we have all.
Whether you want it or not, it's here. All right. We've got Catch 33. It's on gold vinyl. It's a gatefold, 2 LPs, $34.95.
I didn't bring both colors of them all because
Oh,
there's
you
two different
didn't?
colors of every single one.
Oh, I got it. Okay, so
Here
then
all
it
day.
also comes on swamp green vinyl gatefold for $34.95. Okay.
Cool.
Then we've got I Remastered. Blue vinyl, $23.95. So it's just called I.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or you can get it on the yellow vinyl. Both of those $23.95.
Nice.
Okay, then we got Colos, one on bone-colored vinyl and one on oxblood vinyl. Both of those are $34.95. Also
Sweet.
2 LPs. Does everything they put out 2 LPs? Is that the
Yeah, I think
story
these
with
are
them?
all except for the IEP, but
Okay.
these are all they're all on double LPs.
Okay, all right. Now we've got Nothing on beer-colored vinyl or orange vinyl, $34.95, also 2 LPs. And then we've got Obzen on brown vinyl or oxblood vinyl, gatefold, 2 LPs, $34.95. Okay.
Nice. Keep in mind these are the better Meshuggah albums. The first run we did, those are like the early albums. Those were kind of like the the rougher albums. These 5 are all very classic in the technical death metal genre. So if you're trying to get into that genre, all 5 of these albums are excellent.
Well, how many do they have?
They have like 10. I think we got every
Oh,
album by
okay.
theirs now.
See, it's the Meshuggah headquarters here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now we got New Order Temptation, 12-inch, $15.95.
Cool.
Yes. And,
Nope.
okay, Narija,
Sure.
And it's the Norwegia EP, and it is $19.95. Do you know what Norwegia is all about?
No idea.
Okay, you're gonna have to
Minimal
Google
cover.
that.
Jeez.
Okay, now we got the OCs. Cool Death of Island. This is green vinyl, $17.95. That's not green
Orange
vinyl. That's
Liar.
orange. Why does it say green on our list?
Chuck is lying to us.
Ooh, okay.
Anyway, this
Get
is
it
their
right.
debut album too, by the way, for you OC's heads. So,
Yep. Now we've got Strand of Oaks, Eraserland, transparent, cloudy, clear vinyl, 2 LPs for $21.95. That's not a bad price for a double.
absolutely.
Okay. And you were saying you think that's pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's like a folk rock sort of singer or something.
okay.
I didn't get a chance to hear it though.
All right. Triumville Fowl. Oh, come on now.
What's it called, Lorain?
Urine of Abomination.
Let's get. Can we get a zoom in on that cover? I don't know if it'll come through, but
It's
it's a
$20.95.
disturbing alien man
Oh,
taking
God.
a piss in a river of piss. So if you like brutal ass fucking metal, listen to this.
Okay. Come on, let's move on. We got Robin Trower coming closer to the day. I believe this is new material from Robin Trower.
Yes.
$20.95. Who does he have singing with him now that Jim Dewar is dead? Who's
No,
doing
but he's
this?
one of the most influential guitarists of British blues rock.
Well, I would say that's true. Okay, then we have the Wallows, Nothing Happens, with a digital download for $19.95. Now, after that EP of theirs that was kind of successful, I was kind of thinking they were really going to go for it on the full length, but I don't know. This one for me fell a little bit flat. Did you hear this morning?
No, I didn't get a chance to hear it.
Maybe it needs maybe it's a grower. I don't know, but I kind of was like, it was a little bit so what.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, also the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is X Hex. Will be here on Monday. I forgot what the name of it is. I know it's going to be $18.95. I'll post it down below with a photo and you can see. But yeah, X-Hex. All right. So other than that, again, remember, save the date. It's Tuesday, the 9th of April is going to be our Record Store Day pre-kickoff celebration over at Post No Bills in Sand City. We have a thing about it below on Facebook. So come on over there and check it out. And yeah, other than that, weekend hours, 12 to 4, Saturday and Sunday. Cass and I won't be here, but you have Ashley, Eric, maybe Jordan, and Chuck's here too, I guess.
Yeah.
So, okay, there's plenty of people to help you if you need anything. And thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Also, real quick, shout out Tame Impala just put out a new track yesterday.
Oh, right,
The
right,
first
they
in quite a long time.
Yeah, and it's
So,
good too. Did you like it?
Yeah, I wasn't in love with it, but it's pretty good, I will say.
Really? I liked
yeah,
it.
I think
thought it was great.
I mean, you know, they've kind of been going in the electronic sort of losing the guitars and the bass lines, but
Can't stay the same forever, Cass. You gotta
It's true.
move and do it. So I applaud that.
check it out. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Okay. Anything
right.
else on your mind?
Not music related. No.
No, we're just gonna stay in your email corner over there.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
See you guys later.